crazy. This is crazy.
This is not even to me a debate.
It's a debate.
It's really not.
Oh yeah, we live. Welcome to Shots on the Rocks with Sharia Moore, and today's special guest is Six from London.
Oh, what did you do? What's happening?
Today's drink we're gonna make is called Cheat Code, and basically based off the conversation that we'll be having later is about cheating and different ways around it and everything else. You ready?
Spin move. Let's do this.
All right, Drake, take your cup.
Okay.
And you're gonna put it on some lime and salt, a little mixture I made, just to put a little salt on the rim. Ooh, all right.
I never did this before. It's crazy.
All right, yeah. All right, I'm gonna take some strawberry puree to give it a little red base at the bottom, because we're about to have a little layered drink. You can do the same thing. Yeah. All right. Then we're gonna take the ice, fill the cup. This is gonna help with the layers a little bit. I'm probably gonna run out of ice. Guys always want what you got. Females, notice your power.
Become first.
It's gonna help you out. See, the guys don't listen. There you go. There you go. All right. Add a little bit of this coconut with peach mango, just to give it a little coconutty taste. Not too much though. You don't want to overdo it.
I see the layers coming in.
You see the color?
Yeah. Okay.
Swag.
All right.
Swaggy P.
Okay.
All right. All right then.
Do it slowly so I can get some layers.
Yeah. There we go. That looks ravishing, darling. Okay. And next we're going to take the liquor, which will be some tequila. Pour some in there. We can do about 2 good shots of that. Pour it again.
I don't know if I can do that.
No, you good. Just hold it.
Oh, okay.
Hold it.
I didn't know that. I don't feel like a bartender.
No, you got it. Keep going. Keep going. 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you got it. 2.
All right.
There
and
you
even
go.
more layers.
And even more layers. So it's like red, yellow, brown. You're going to take a little margarita. Kind of top it off for more color. You see it coming in a little bit. You don't want to fill it up too much to the top though. Right. All right. And for the last part of the drink, you just want to add a little bit of lime just to give it that little kick.
That already smell good too. Yeah.
And then you just go around in a circle with the little lime juice. There you go. And there you have it. Your cheat code.
Cheat code.
Nice and colorful. Got the little bottom going on. All right. Here you go. Taste that.
Damn, it's good. God damn.
All right.
So I really like this drink right here. It's actually quite refreshing.
Do you like it? So if I was to speak in like this accent, do I need more help?
You seem more composed when you speak like this. You seem like you really know what you're talking about.
Oh, like I feel like
so your credibility just...
I feel like I'm the smartest girl in the world.
I'm glad you feel that way.
So, like, where are you really from though?
I'm from West Philadelphia, born and raised.
And the playground is where it's like no.
I was actually not allowed to come outside and have friends.
Because we're going to need this for the talk that we finna have for real. It's going to get deep. Disclaimer. This is just a conversation. Just a conversational topic. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. You ready to go join Dakota? Because Dakota going to add to your shenanigans. I need another girl. Next episode, we need another girl because Dakota just be too,
Drop top.
You hear me? He ready. You got your drink already?
What's up, niggas? Yeah, I got it.
What's happening?
What's happening? This drink is real good. But if you mix it, it's not as cute anymore, but it tastes.
Well, I mean, isn't that the point though? It's pretty for the presentation, then you stir it when you go to drink it and everything.
You're right. And the salt definitely help on the run.
Yeah, it does.
I prefer Schweppes, but whatever.
Alright, but Tom made you a drink prior, so you gotta taste it.
I got. It's very pretty. I will say that.
It is.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk.
Alright, you're right. I stir it too.
Hard hitting questions.
Alright, so how do you feel about your significant other having a best friend of the opposite sex?
I feel like I'm that best friend of the opposite sex. First off, like, not that I'm insecure or anything, but I'm not comfortable with it personally. Nah, I'm sorry.
What about you?
Well, I have that situation. One of my best friend is a female, who happens also to be sitting next to me. But I think it's not a big deal as long as that friendship existed before the relationship started.
Okay, I can see that.
So, see, I'm not a big fan of new friends that become like this.
Understood.
If y'all was friends for a long time, and then, you happen to meet somebody and y'all got together, that friendship still exists. And I feel like, as the relationship, you say, hey, look, you gotta respect her. This is, my best friend.
Right.
As long as that friendship doesn't affect y'all relationship, then it should be.
Right. I just feel like if it's not toxic, like I agree with what you said. If you were friends prior to the relationship, then it's not. You can say what you want to say, but I feel like you gotta respect our relationship too. You just gotta know the boundaries, and
It takes discipline, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're confident. You're naturally gonna have feelings for somebody, stuff like that. You got to be able to check yourself in those situations. Like, I could talk to them about anything, but we cannot cross that invisible line.
Okay.
And I think my lack in faith in other people is what stops me from having that trust in somebody. That's what it is.
Okay.
I understand that. It's just that you gotta remember that it takes two to tango.
Right.
So if you're gonna say, well, I don't trust that person to do the right thing. Well, if you trust her, then it should never get to that point.
Okay.
But if it's a situation where it's like, look, it's too much for her. I don't trust that person to do the right thing, and I also don't trust you to do the right thing. Then
that's another thing. If you don't really have trust in a relationship, then it's like that's another story though. If you don't have trust in a relationship, then I probably wouldn't trust my guy having a female best friend. Like, because if you out here doing whatever you want to do as your best friend, she's not gonna tell you. She's gonna keep your secrets and everything else like that. Right. But however, in the same token though, it's like also
she should be like, yo, you're acting like a dickhead.
Exactly. Like she should be able to, as your best friend, tell you like, yo, this your girl. Like if you love her, like you shouldn't be doing this. Like,
right.
You got feelings tangled up. A lot of that good stuff go out the window. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I guess that comes with maturity, which also comes to my next question. Do you believe in monogamy? Do you believe that humans are monogamous creatures?
I believe in it, but I don't have faith in it.
Okay, and why is that?
We're not perfect. Mistakes happen. People change in the first place. I might like strawberries this day, and it's forget them. I'm one of these cherries now. You feel me? Like in those situations, girls can feel the same way though. And me knowing that your feelings can change. And you can grow and you can change your interests and everything. I wouldn't want to lock you into one situation, unless we grow together.
Keep that thought for later on in the show.
Okay.
I think it's very, very possible. I just think it comes with a very large maturity level. And I think the younger you are, the harder it is to get to that point because you're young, you feel like you can do whatever you want, and you think, oh, I have time to finally get to the point where I'm like, okay, I've had enough of being a hoe, or whatever you want to call it, in a sense.
Right.
Speaking of hoes, are we confusing monogamy with titles?
Monogamy is being just with one person.
But
so you don't have
that
to
defined by a title.
See, and in this day and age, people are so hung over titles. Yeah. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're my boyfriend, so I gotta be faithful to you. But oh, we're talking, and eventually you're leading up to a title because you're leading up to girlfriend, boyfriend. Then you're leading up to marriage. So it's like at the beginning of the you need to figure out.
It's so mundane. Like where that's going. It's no spontaneity.
I know that, but then that comes with maturity. Like you just need to.
And I think the other thing is what titles come expectations.
Right. Very true.
Like you know that certain things that you may have done out of the kindness of your heart before there was a title, now it's almost expected. And if you don't fulfill those tasks, then there's an issue. That's why I think titles make things complicated. Plus, people just have an unnerving feeling of it because you're officially now tied.
But I just feel like you need that understanding, like as far as monogamy goes, you need the understanding. Whether it's a title or not, if you're talking to somebody and y'all are exclusive, then that's how it should be. You should make that known from the beginning or known as you're moving forward in that relationship. Whether it's a title or not, because who knows as far as relationships or marriage, it takes a long time. People can be engaged for a while, but they don't have that marriage title. So what does that change? No, it shouldn't be like that. So it's just you need to make that known.
My personal theory, if the vibes are good, you can call it whatever you want. That's just how I feel about it. If you could be my best friend, I could talk to you on my down days. I could call you when I'm happy. I could call you on all occasions. Call it what you want after that. I'm really not concerned. But that title can't come before that vibe is set.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I still think. I think it's absolutely possible. It's just like you said, it's maturity level. A lot of growth before you get to that point. To be like, okay, you know, I've realized that there's nobody else out there that I would want to spend. I'm not gonna say that and the rest of my life with, but that I want to spend the majority of my time with.
As of now.
As of now.
Understand.
So if you're able to get to that point, and sometimes I think especially if like you dealt with somebody and that went well and it ended, and then you met somebody else, and then you realize that that's still what you want. And you're like, it's everybody else seems kind of meaningless.
Yeah.
You kind of know that, look, man, this is obviously something that's worth the fight. So I think it's possible. I think it's hard, but it's definitely possible.
I think guys need to realize that before it's too late, though.
Yeah.
that's the issue with guys.
Don't keep prolonging a relationship, situationship, whatever. If you know that this is not the right person, like if you know that they want something more and you're just trying to play around, make that known. Don't keep leading the person on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you don't have to deal with that monogamy issue because
Working
it's
on
like
that.
you don't have to deal with the monogamy issue because it's like, all right, well, I told you what it was from the rip. It's up to you if you want to stay in it or not. But you should give that person the opportunity to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be
In a perfect world,
Yeah.
is it gonna happen?
For the next question, under what stipulations do you take someone back after they cheated? Is it like a done bun, or does it matter like the timing?
Only cheating that I can accept is, if you go on a break or something and you do what you want to do, because by law you were in the rights to do what you want to do.
He said it's almost like a double negative because if you got more time in, it's going to hurt more. But at the same token, the more time you have in, y'all probably have gone through some things personally between each other and just individually that make y'all bond extremely tight. So you may be more willing to forgive that person. It's going to be hard and it's going to be a process. And then I think the biggest thing is being able to trust that person again.
And I guess that's the major thing. Like, are you cheating? Like, the time frame for sure. Like, if it's the beginning of a relationship, it's like, well, we still kind of grown to know each other. It'd probably be easier to let go. The more time you have in, it'll be harder to let go. But depending on, I guess, the level of cheating, like somebody, or if she really just had sex with somebody, does that matter?
I think we're missing a very integral piece of this.
And what's that?
Pride for us.
Yeah.
For guys. What about for females?
Well,
Because another thing that I hate watching, and I don't know if it's our generation or just males and guys and we're just made differently, but when a guy cheats, we are so forgiving as females. We accept it, and we forgive y'all. And we give y'all chance after chance after chance, which maybe makes us weak. It makes y'all continue to do it again. But as guys, let a female cheat, it's over. You don't want nothing to do with her. Or if you try to make it work, you'll throw it in her face every chance she gets.
I mean,
double standard.
That's a lot of ego, a lot of pride.
A lot of
y'all naturally, and I'm not.
So that makes it right?
No. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not saying that the double standard is right, but the double standard absolutely exists. It's just like y'all are way more forgiving of a species than males are because our ego is so big.
Right.
And if you think about it, most females probably look at males in general and say, you know what, I can't think of any guy who I know would not cheat. Like, y'all look at guys like, you know what, he probably cheated at some point or another. But males, when we look at our women, we probably think because of our ego, she not gonna cheat on me, man.
Right.
She not gonna do no shit like that. And then when she do, it fuck your whole head up. And you be like, oh my God.
So it's the preparation and the expectation about it.
Yeah.
So are you trying to say that when guys cheat, y'all kind of go out on a whim like, oh, let me just mess with this girl real fast, and the girls think about it and plan to cheat?
No, what I'm saying is,
But you have to remember, girls definitely cheat at a much more meticulous level
way
than
more
guys
meticulous,
do.
way more meticulous.
Yours is almost calculated. A girl will not allow a man in unless she truly feels a certain way about it. We might be moving off strictly physical attraction.
That's shallow.
It's shallow, it's fucked up, it is what it is, but it's a necessary double standard to understand about men.
And that contributes to why it's a lot harder for men to forgive. Because when a guy cheats, females can see it as, all right, he was just trying to bust a nut, and it was it. It was nothing more.
No,
but when
y'all
y'all
see it as that.
But when y'all cheat, We see it as it's way more emotional and it's way more of a connection than just the physical attraction, which is why it's so much harder to do it.
By knowing the female, you know that about her.
And because when y'all do it, it is meticulous. And
Yes.
it's detailed. That means you really went out of your way to make sure that this happened. That's why guys take it way, way harder. Not saying that it's okay one way or the other.
It's an unfair double standard, but it is what it is.
Ladies, I need y'all opinion on this. I need y'all to comment right with y'all, because I need y'all opinion, because this is crazy. Getting heated, my alcohol is boiling, my levels.
This definitely tastes better once you mix it.
That's true. I told you. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tone, you know. Good little bartender. Put that little baby on ice. Do you think that age has anything to do with marriage, or do you think that it's pure maturity level?
Combination of both.
Okay.
I think more so maturity than necessarily age, although like I think the common response is if you hear somebody that's 20, 21, 22 that got married, that you know of, you're like, you're just too young. You don't know anything,
right.
Which is understandable. But again, you got to look at, well, what is the maturity level? What has that couple gone through? What is their experiences individually, and where are they currently in whatever path they're going about?
When you're growing up, you're literally changing who you are. Like he said earlier about strawberries and cherries. What you like as a 16-year-old, you may not like when you're 30. And I'm 25, so I don't know how that is yet. But I'm saying, like, so what you like, so you may really fall for this person that you fell in love with from like middle school, and then y'all are now y'all 30s and y'all literally have different views on everything. Everything changed, your music style changed, the way you dress changed, everything is different. So it's like with age, like, you know, that person can be changing. You may be losing it. The person that you actually fell in love with back then is not that same person. So it's like if you got married, not to knock marriage or anything, but if you got married young, that's not going to be the same person. You're not the same person that you were back then. And it's like also come with maturity though, because I know older people who got married that got divorced.
I think it's honorable to get married early. It's taking a hell of a risk.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, but I truly respect those who do, because as a younger adult, you're thinking constantly, all right, there's an unlimited supply of females out there. I'm just, you know, I lost her, fine. But once you truly realize that she was one of one, you know, and you can't replace that vibe exactly, you know, it would really, I really don't suggest it at all, but I have respect for people who do that, because I'm like, you held true to what you really liked in this person. You realize that there are so many other options, but I can't get that elsewhere, so I need to keep this.
So as you grow, they're growing. You're trying to grow with them.
You can grow with them, you know. I mean, there are your obvious negatives. Where it could fall out. You could have, you know, spousal disputes, whether it be over children, you know, like monetary things, you know. But at the same time, if you stay true to what made you want that person, I feel that'll supersede over everything else. You could work out. Not saying it's gonna be easy at all.
Yeah.
But
I mean, nothing's easy that you really want. You gotta work for it.
But I mean, if you really want it, you gotta keep it around.
You recognize that, look, you're not really gonna change a person.
Right.
So the flaws that person has that bother you, if you either accept them or you don't. And if you don't accept them and you keep pushing forward with the relationship, is eventually going to become a problem.
Right. So you don't want it to be detrimental at all.
No, just gotta accept that. Look, this is something that we're never going to see eye to eye on. Like, you feel one way about it, and I feel the other way about it. But despite that, I still love you.
Right.
And we're just going to keep going forward. I mean, I just think any relationship is going to be a risk, because you never know, like, what's the end result going to be. You guys, you can feel at 3 years in that you feel like it's going to be forever. 10 years later may not be that way.
Well, do you think that relationships that you see, like our parents, for instance, or our family members, if you see them married, then it makes you want to get married, or if you see them having a lot of divorces, it has anything, like any effect on you at all?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have no problem. I think I had the greatest parents in the world, but they had the shittiest marriage I've ever seen.
So does that make you any less inclined to getting married, or does it make you want to supersede that and like push through and like, well, I'm going to be different?
I think it's a combination of both. It's a sense that, one, you feel indifferent towards marriage initially because you've only, this is all you've got to see your whole life. Also, it could be you're just like, well, look, I know when I finally get married, I'm not going to follow the trend that they had.
Right.
What do you think?
I come from 2 households. My mom lived over here. My dad lived over here. They actually they were friends. I was an accident. I was a fling. It was a lunch. I was a lunch break.
accents. I
feel that I draw a lot of my personality comes from that. I'm able to see both sides of the fence. I'm not locked in with one mindset. You know, I understand my mom's the super outgoing, friendly person. My dad's the, you know, reserved, like judgmental, introvert, everything, you know. And I'm able to see both sides. I'm somebody who says, although I didn't come from that household, I want that. Yeah. So I think it either could push you against it or toward it, depending on what you want to do for yourself.
I just feel like seeing like growing up and literally not seeing marriages, just seeing babies popping out and no marriages, it kind of drew me against marriage. Like, not to say I'm against marriage, but as of right now, I don't have any inclination in getting married because of the relationships that I've seen not exist.
Right. I think it comes down to selfishness versus togetherness.
So it's 1,000 fish in the sea, but what if you find your one fish? You can't let it go. Because then everybody trying to cast and find that same fish. And somebody else gonna get it, and then you gonna be mad. Okay, so total 360. Y'all ready for this? Because I know like girls and guys really see this differently.
Obviously. Girls think with this. We think with this.
It's the cheat code, y'all. Walking in on your girl, getting hit from the back or a missionary.
I'm gonna sip some cheat code.
This how I know which one is worse. As you said it, I cringed for one, and I didn't cringe for the other.
Okay, so if I'm right, as a guy.
Wait, say this.
Get hit from the back, get hit from missionary, go.
Get hit from the back, especially if your girl got fat ass. That's most disrespectful.
Okay, what about you?
Get hit from the back.
What? This is crazy.
This is not even to me a debate.
It's a debate.
It's really not a debate.
I feel like if you walk your guy, he's having sex with a girl, missionary, he's in love with her. You're engaged. You're looking at her. If he's hitting her from the back, it's like, oh, I don't even want to look at your face. He's probably picturing, which is real effed up. He probably picturing his girl like, all right, well, whatever. I'm just getting nut off, whatever. He don't mean nothing. But if you're literally laying there looking at her face, kissing her, that's you. She means something to you.
You didn't say nothing about kissing and all that.
All right.
Missionary.
Missionary or.
My heart might really break.
That's why. That's the thing. I can't. You know what? Verbalize it.
The best man. Remember when he was at the podium? Yeah. He was trying to say his vows.
Right.
And he had the flashbacks.
Yeah.
And she was biting the sheets and.
No.
And he started crying. I felt bad for him.
You sound like you hurt right now.
That's the thing. I'm not even been cheated on, and this shit is breaking my heart right now. Like, for one, I don't know if there is more of a "this is my pussy" position than from the back. And you're letting somebody else have that moment. Oh no, I gotta kill you. You're lucky I don't kick you in your throat.
I see the double standard in it though.
The
girl will say the same thing. Like either way, she has you, but what you're missing is that male pride.
Yep.
But what
that's
you're missing
what you're leaving
is that
off the plate.
You're literally looking in her face, in her eyes.
I get that.
From the front, from the back, you're not even seeing her face.
Let's consider an alternate view. Don't matter how you fuck a girl, if she's cheating on you with someone else, she's in love with him whether he's hitting from the back, whether from the front.
And y'all aren't? So y'all just pick random girls. You see her in the club, you're like, oh, she got a fat ass. Let me go hit her from the back real fast. You know, I got a good girl at home.
Hell yeah. Yes.
This is why I don't believe in marriage, y'all. This is why.
Especially tonight with a cold breaker. I might do some crazy shit.
Cold red might turn you doing some stuff. You might fret the next morning.
Talk shit while you're doing it for missionary.
Right. You can't.
Exactly. Making love position.
I'm fucking this. No. Man, this nigga
spin around. I gotta talk my shit. I can't look at you in the face. I'm talking my shit. Like,
it's destroying my vagina. How dare you?
Literally.
Alright. Well, that was just a quick question real fast, just so you know, throw it out there.
I'm heartbroken.
But guys, like double standards. I don't like it. Females, I just feel like it really is a double standard when it comes to guys and relationships and girls in relationships. They expect way more out of us than they want to put in sometimes. And it's just
how do we get to that?
Can I explain something about that? I see a female as all the good in me that's not being displayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might look at myself, better half. Perfect.
Yep.
You are everything that's good in me. I am the embodiment of all my flaws, all that comes out. I'm not saying that to guilt anybody and to say that you're supposed to be better than me, but at the core of it, you're supposed to be better than me.
Because we're very, very stupid.
Yes.
Y'all are. Oh, at least you can admit y'all stupid.
So you can admit that we're stupid, but you can't accept the other double standard.
We win!
We win!
not to say that, like, y'all know y'all stupid, but that shouldn't mean that we have to sit here and be hurt from y'all decisions. And if y'all do something dumb, then we gotta accept it. But if we do something, then it's over for us. No.
Y'all know we ain't shit, but your ain't shit.
All right.
That's a good way to say it.
Anyway.
I ain't shit, but you ain't shit.
All right, well, thanks for tuning into this week's
Rita, you ain't shit.
this week's Shots on the Rocks with Sharia Moore with 6 in Dakota.
This is my couch.
And hope y'all like the cold red. Y'all try out, but don't make no bad decisions. Don't get caught getting hit from the back or missionary. Just don't cheat. If you find your fish in the sea,
I'm gonna kick you
stick
in
with
I'm
that
gonna kick you in your throat.
I'm gonna kick you in the throat, give you a headache.
All right, and that's all we got. Bye, guys.
Oh, they hit you in your ass.